In this lesson, we're going to learn how to create new projects in Stingray. Whenever you first launch Stingray, you're going to be met with the project manager. The project manager is going to allow you to manage any existing projects that you may have on your machine. So as you can see, I have an existing project. If I wanted to open this project, I would just simply select it, and then I could select any level that I want to open immediately. If I don't want to open a level immediately, I can just simply deselect that and then hit open. Now, if you don't have any existing projects in here, you'll need to create a new project. So let's go ahead and click on New Project, and you'll see that a Create Project dialog comes up. Now, this project that is going to be created is going to use the Minimal Project template. And what this is just an empty project with some minimum requirements. So it's going to have the boot package set up and your settings set up already. Now, in the directory, you'll want to set up where you want all of these files to be saved. So as you can see here, I'm on my C drive, and then I have a folder called Raycast Testing. Now, this is just an example for you. If you wanted to save this out in a different place, you would just simply hit this Browse button, and then you could select the folder that you want everything to save into. And then you have your description. A description is just going to allow you to basically post a description about your project, so that way someone else could come in and maybe make some changes or something like that. So now that we've taken a look at the minimal project, let's go ahead and talk about other templates that might be available. Let's click Cancel, and let's go and take a look at the other templates. You'll see that we have 5 different templates to choose from. We have Basic, Character, Empty, Vehicle, and VR. Notice that Minimal Project is not in here. Minimal Project is only created if you click on New Project right here from the Project Manager. So the Basic template is going to have just some basic assets in there, and it allows you to get started very quickly inside of Stingray. We have the Character template, which will allow you to control a character. You can shoot and things like that, and it has some physically based gameplay in there as well. We have Vehicles, and then we also have VR. So if you're interested in any one of these, I would suggest that you take a look at them just to kind of get acquainted with Stingray. Now for us, we're going to use an empty template because it doesn't have anything in there. We're going to build our game from the ground up. So with that selected, let's go ahead and hit Create. Now you'll see the same dialog box that we had before. So let's go ahead and give it a name. We're going to call this Quick Start Stingray. You can't have any spaces in here, so you need to make sure that you have that set properly. Now let's go to our directory. I'm going to go ahead and click Browse, and then browse to the folder that I want to use. I'm going to pause the video to do that. Now that I've done that, you can see that the directory is set up, and I'm using the Project Files folder, and inside of that you'll see Stingray files. I could add a description if I wanted to, but I'm not going to do that at this time. Let's go ahead and hit Create, and then you'll notice that Stingray disappears for a moment, and then it'll come back up and begin compiling its data. Let's go ahead and pause the video until that has finished compiling the data down here at the bottom. Now that the data is compiled, you can see that we have Stingray, and we can look into the viewport and we can see what that looks like. Same thing with the asset preview. And I want to make sure that you and I are on the same page as far as the layout goes. So let's go ahead and go up to Window and then hit Reset Layout. So that way you and I have the exact same UI. Now that we've done that, we've opened up Stingray. We've created a brand new project. But what happens if we've opened up the Stingray editor and we want to manage our project, or we want to open another project? To do that, it's very simple. We'll go up to File, and we can go to the Project Manager right here. Now it opens up that exact same dialog box as before, and you'll notice our new project is now created. You could also see the file or the directory in which it's using right here as well. And then you can see any existing projects that are on here as well. Now, if you want to get rid of some of these projects, maybe you're not using them any longer, and you want to get rid of them out of the Project Manager, you can simply select it and then hit Remove. Now that does not delete the project itself, it just removes it from the Project Manager. So if you want to physically delete that project, you'll need to go into your own files on your machine and then physically delete that. So now that we've finished that, let's go ahead and close this. If you like, you can also select your current project and hit this checkbox here, and it will open that project at startup every time. So it will bypass this. You could also hit open to reopen that, but I don't want to do that, so let's go ahead and close it. So now that we've learned how to organize our projects even inside of the editor, let's go ahead and create a simple level so that way we can get started in our next lesson. So let's go into the asset browser, double click on the content folder, double click on the levels folder, and then we're going to go to File, Save Level As, and then let's go ahead and call this 03_begin. Click Save, and you'll see that that is now saved inside of your levels folder. If you want, you can go ahead and delete the empty file here as well, but I'm going to go ahead and leave it just for now. So now that we've taken a look at all of the different aspects of managing our projects and creating a new project, let's go ahead and move on into our next lesson where we're going to begin breaking down the interface.